E15, a phone rang inside the world's most powerful intelligence agency. On the other end was John Brennan, the director of the CIA, one of the most protected men on the planet. But what he heard next was not what he expected. A young voice, sounding almost childlike, claimed to have hacked the entire CIA system. The audacity of the statement seemed almost laughable, until Brennan realized the caller wasn't joking. Cut to an image of a teenager in a hoodie, face obscured by shadow. This is the unbelievable tale of two teenagers who brought the CIA to its knees, leaving one of the world's most formidable superpowers scrambling to regain control. But who were these kids? How did they execute one of the most brazen hacks in history? And most importantly, why? John Brennan was a man not easily shaken. His position as CIA director demanded unwavering resolve. Yet here he was, being taunted by a teenager who had somehow gained access to his personal mobile number. This was no ordinary prank. The teenagers responsible, later identified as Kane Gambrill, alias Krayka, and Justin Gray Liverman, alias Default, did more than just hack the CIA. They struck at the very heart of American security. But what drove them to do it? How did they manage to infiltrate one of the most secure organizations in the world? When Brennan asked what the young caller wanted, the response was as unexpected as the call itself. The hacker demanded that the United States cease its attacks on the Middle East, particularly in Palestine, and let the world be at peace. This was no mere hack. It was a bold statement against American foreign policy. The CIA knew their system had been compromised, but the scale of the breach and the audacity of the demand were unlike anything they had encountered. This wasn't just a major embarrassment, it was a direct challenge to American authority. As soon as the call ended, the entire U.S. government and the CIA sprang into action. The fact that a teenager had hacked such a critical agency was a severe humiliation. The CIA is an organization where secrecy is paramount. Even at the Starbucks within CIA headquarters in Langley, Virginia, agents' identities are fiercely guarded. For such a secretive organization, being breached by a 15-year-old from Leicestershire, England, was nothing short of catastrophic. The mastermind behind this hack, Kane Gambrill, or Krayka, had founded a hacking community called Kraykas with Attitude. But this story begins much earlier, in 2008, with a young man in Virginia known as Default, who first dipped his toes into the murky waters of hacking. A video game enthusiast, Default started by modifying game codes to gain an edge, creating cheats that allowed him to dominate the virtual battlefield. What began as small exploits quickly grew into a full-blown obsession with hacking. By 2008, he was closely following the activities of the notorious hacking group Anonymous, who were making headlines worldwide. Inspired by Anonymous, Default began hacking small and medium-sized websites, but his ambitions soon outgrew these early targets. He joined a hacking group called AnonSec, known for its politically motivated hacks, often carried out using botnets, networks of infected computers. Through AnonSec, Default gained access to a botnet that included a computer at a medical college in Canada. He accessed the college's financial records and erased a $9 million debt owed by students. What started as a prank had escalated into something far more serious. In 2014, the Danish government passed a controversial law allowing animal cruelty. Outraged, Default, an animal lover, decided to take action. With AnonSec's help, he hacked Denmark's official website, replacing its content with messages condemning the government's stance. The hack sparked international outrage, and under pressure, the Danish government repealed the law the following year. Despite his success, Default remained in the shadows, careful to keep his identity hidden. By 2013, Krayka and Default had not yet crossed paths, but that was about to change. The turning point came when Edward Snowden, a former NSA contractor, leaked classified information revealing that the CIA was secretly collecting data on Internet users worldwide. These revelations enraged both Krayka and Default, who saw this as a gross violation of privacy. They decided to join forces, determined to teach the CIA a lesson it would never forget. Their first target was James Clapper, the Director of National Intelligence. They published his phone number online, making it available to anyone with an internet connection. Emboldened by their success, they set their sights on an even bigger target, John Brennan, the CIA Director. Krayka managed to obtain Brennan's personal information by posing as a Verizon employee, tricking the company into providing the details he needed. With Brennan's account number, backup mobile number, address, and the last 4 digits of his bank card in hand, the next step was to hack his email. Krayka called AOL, pretending to have forgotten his password, and provided the last 4 digits of Brennan's bank card for verification. With this information, he gained access to Brennan's personal email account, which contained top-secret documents, including data on other CIA officers, social security numbers, and government directives. By the time Brennan was alerted to the breach, it was too late. Krayka had already downloaded the sensitive information. Krayka began leaking the stolen data online, causing chaos across the United States. The CIA's reputation was in shambles, and the agency was desperate to capture the hackers. Days after the initial call to Brennan, Krayka published the personal information of 9,000 Department of Justice employees and 20,000 FBI agents. Despite the massive scale of the breach, the hackers seemed untouchable. But while Krayka lived in England, far from the reach of American authorities, default's situation was different. Living in the United States, he began to fear the consequences of his actions. His downfall came when, in a drunken moment, he bragged to a friend about his involvement in the CIA hack. This slip-up led to his arrest, and under interrogation, he revealed Krayka's identity. With help from British authorities, Krayka was also arrested. Kane Gambrill, aka Krayka, was sentenced to 2 years in prison due to his young age, while Justin Gray Liverman, aka Default, received a 5-year sentence. Today, both are free and have moved on to careers in cybersecurity. But their story remains a testament to the power of determination and the vulnerabilities that even the most secure organizations face. What do you think? Were their actions justified, or did they go too far? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and share. Thank you for your continued support and thoughtful comments. See you in the next video.